Good morning to all of you.
Morning, sir.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. We will discuss about that need of curricular reform. We have seen that there are a different type of a curriculum. Okay, but why there is a need of reforming it? Why we should reform it? Can anybody say that why there is a need of curricular reform? And it is not only in India, throughout the world we used to reform the curriculum at a regular interval of a time. Can anybody say that why there is a necessity of a curriculum reform?
Sir, in the time change,
Yes, please.
sir, it is the changing,
Yes.
sir, change in time needs the demands of the society also changes according to the time changes.
Dim. Okay, so as per the time passes, demand of the
Yes,
society
sir.
also changing. Okay, Asutosh. Anybody else? To cope up with the trend, how we will know the trend? Trend will come at a last, Ashish. How you will know that what is the
सर
trend?
हमारा जो रॉन्ग कॉन्सेप्शन था रिगार्डिंग एजुकेशन और नीड ऑफ एजुकेशन so accordingly we changing that so curriculum needs to be changed.
Okay, you are right that earlier the concept of curriculum was that whatever we are teaching inside the classroom by the teacher is the curriculum. You are very much right. And as the notion changed, now we are changing the curriculum, we are reforming the curriculum. But as of now, we know that what is the curriculum. It is the totality of experience the child must have, or the child is having, or which is planned for the child. So now we have arrived to this definition. But still we are changing the curriculum. See the national policy of education that talks about the change of curriculum reform. It talks about
Sir, day by day, new skills are introduced. Say some extra skill which should included in a curriculum. So we have to change our
so day
curriculum.
by day new skills are emerging, so we should change the curriculum for enabling them to cope up with those skills, to develop those skills. Okay, acha.
Sir, update to new
Okay,
knowledge.
so
Sir,
update to the new knowledge, is it? Is the same thing you are trying to say? For updating the new knowledge, there is no necessity of changing the curriculum. We will change the syllabus.
okay, sir.
Okay. So you were correct to the some extent, but some enrichment was required here. Okay. So now we will see that why we should go for the curriculum reforms. So the one of the thing is that the curriculum reform is a necessity, because when we see the changes happening in and around, the cultural perspective, the cultural need, global demand, and sometimes it is a global mandate also, and a technical innovation. Suppose that the technological innovation that we are having 5 years back and the technological support that we are having now, and the technological innovations we will have a 5 year later, they show a wide gap between them. and in order to cope up with the technological innovations and develop appropriate skill related to the technological innovation, the curriculum needs to be changed or revised, because whatever the technological innovations are coming, our children must be empowered enough to handle with the technology, and whatever the that is the shortcoming of a technology is also coming, whatever the demerit of a technology is also coming, not a demerit, but sorry, I have used the word, that is the undesirable effect of the technology is coming, that also needs to be taken care. Like that you can see that we have mobile, we have ICT gadget, and that is impacting a lot on the mind of a children in a undesirable way. So they should be strengthened, they should be oriented, and that's why it calls a curricular reforms. Okay, then sometimes there is a global demand, like that earlier we were having a demand for, suppose that for a clerical level we had a demand for a typist, but nowadays we have a demand for a computer operator. Earlier we had a demand for the mechanical engineers, or suppose that the civil engineers, like that. But as the technology and ICT has developed, we have a requirement of an engineer in the field of a technology and a computer and a ICT. Earlier we had a demand of a teacher who are very good in content and a pedagogy. Now there is a demand of a teacher who are equally sound in the technology, using the technology, integrating the technology. So the need and a demand is a changing. So in order to cope up with those changes, we need a curricular reform, and see that's why we are now going to introduce a coding language in a school education as per the recommendation of the National Policy on Education 2020. So there is a and nowadays coding is a very much required, because when I have a thought of developing the portal, that portal you are using for that e-learning portal, so some coding I was knowing and some coding I have learned by watching the YouTube video. But if I could be knowing all those things, I think I have developed the portal in more meaningful way and with a less effort. So this is the demand of the coming time. Sometimes there is a global mandate also, because the world is changing at a rapid speed, a fast speed. So there is a mandate of the international agencies, like that when we talk about the inclusive education. Inclusive education has been adopted in India and in other country also because of the global mandate. Okay, so to balance all those things, we need a curricular reform. Another thing is that we know that the education of our children is the national investment. When we see the education and the children as a human resource point of view, there is a different philosophy. So when we see the human, children and education from the human resource point of view, so investing in the education is a national investment, where we invest the resources. Resources mean the manpower, money power, mental power, like that. We invest to get a more productive citizen that can help in the development of the country. Means they should be a productive member of the country. So as we are seeing the education of a children as a national investment, so the curriculum that we are adapting for the national investment, that must be aligned towards the recent development in the area. Okay, and the curriculum reform that we talk, or when we revise a curriculum, okay, so the revision of a curriculum is essentially based upon the component that it is the inevitable impact of the globalization and the advancement of the science and technology on the educational system, because the science and technology and the globalization has a great impact on the educational system. So the educational system should be also aligned towards the globalization and the advancement in the science and technology. Together with it must be aligned towards the scientific and technological progress that is happening in and around the world, and the proper utilization of the resources. Whatever resources we are investing for the development of a human resource as an investment in the education, that must be properly utilized. Okay, that was the general conception about what are the necessity, why it is necessary to have a curricular reforms. Now we will see that very specific point, as we have discussed earlier also, that world is changing and shrinking at a rapid step. Because of the global change and the globalization, we need to reform, and most of the time it is a global mandate also as well. Another thing is that knowledge society. Do you know the knowledge society? Anybody who is having idea about the knowledge society
No.
can explain? So when we talk about the knowledge society is a knowledge driven society, knowledge based society, because as the expansion of the information and the communication technology, there is a explosion of information. Explosion of information means information is now available at a fingertip because of the tools of ICT gadgets. So as the information is available at a fingertip, so the society will be said to be more developed who is more access to the knowledge and information. Those society have access to the knowledge and information will turned as a more enriched society, and the enriched, that is knowledge driven society, knowledge society demands the meeting of the appropriate knowledge and information at a faster rate. So in order to train the child for assessing and adapting the knowledge, the curriculum reform is required. Then we know that from the constructivism is focused upon the child's need, child's requirement, child's environment, and the linking the content we are studying at a school level to the real life or out of the school life of the children. So in order to connect the school content to the out of school life, the curriculum reform is also required. And sometime to recognize the need and necessity of the minority group or special need learners, we also adapt the curriculum. Suppose that there is some visually impaired child, there is some tribal child. Okay, so as per their need and requirement, there is a necessity of curricular reforms. And obviously, as and when the new learning theories are coming, because we know that at a fast rate world is changing. So when the new learning theories is coming, we must align with the new development in the education. So these are the basic points that suggests for the curriculum reform. Okay, so I think we should stop up to here, and we will have a question answer session. Okay, so is there any question related to this discussion? Asutosh has replied. Any other else? Anybody? Okay, then shall we stop the session here? Hello, are you getting me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so thank you for being with me in this session. Have a nice day.